you have been in a lot of leadership roles. So can you give a few tips to someone who is listening to this on how to strive to get the leadership role? And I also say this
Yep.
because I see you as a leader, not as a boss. So just sort of want you to differentiate there. And what are your top tips if someone wants to
Uh,
reach there
okay.
to be a good leader?
So the first thing is the definition itself is very, very subjective to the person you are. Leadership is something that can't be
Okay.
bookish at all. It depends on the kind of goal you want to achieve. You have to be a micromanager
Okay.
sometimes. You don't have to guide your team sometimes. You have to sort of pull them back and say, hey, you guys are moving too fast, or push them forward and say you're not moving too fast. It is very, very subjective. For
Yeah.
me, one of my biggest, most of my role models have been in ISEC, and mostly not people, but the kind of things that they have achieved. So for me, leadership is more of achievement
Hmm.
oriented, more of excellence oriented, rather than just having a bunch of people listen to you. That is never leadership for me. Leadership is when I'm quiet and work
Hmm.
is still happening at 10 times a better way that I want it to be. And just to bring out a couple of an example quickly here. So I take care of the product team at our school, and just the last week there was this
Yeah.
tiny but a big mistake sort of a thing that happened when my product team released a newsletter without proofreading
Yeah.
it, and it went to more than
Okay.
3,000 customers. There were like a huge spelling mistake right on the button of the newsletter,
Okay.
and I did take my product teams. I sucked out life from them for sure. Gave them a really hard time, and I just
Hmm.
pulled them off a couple of tasks, and I said I'm not going to be interacting with you guys for a week and a half, and then um, and just this
Hmm.
just this afternoon, they were on time with every single thing. We had a spike in the kind of reviews we got in our learnings, in our courses. A lot of good things happened after that. So
Yeah.
so it's very subjective when you look at yourself. Like, is Steve Jobs a good leader, or is Bill Gates a good leader? I don't know. Like, both of them had different scenarios to work in. So every day I'm a different person. If work is
Yeah.
happening, I have more time to think, and hence I'm more reflective. But when work is not happening, I'm more aggressive in getting stuff done. So if I have to do 10 out of the 20 tasks that are
Hmm.
assigned to the team, I would rather do that because that's what the situation requires